Hi guys, this is Jenna Kim and today we'll be going over lesson 41 for 2nd grade. So let's start with place value. We'll do number 1 as our first example. We have the number 367 right here. We're going to write how many hundreds, tens, and ones there are in each number. So first let's look. Remember this place is right here. This is the ones place. This is the tens place and this is the hundreds place. Let me rewrite that. Hundreds, and then the tens, and then the ones. So this is how the numbers will go in a 3-digit number. And the color coding matches here, so we have 7 ones. I can write that here, 7 ones, 6 tens, and then a 3 in the hundreds place right here. So that means we have 3 hundreds. That makes the number 367. Now let's do the same thing for number 3. We have the number 9. Now, remember, if it's only a 1-digit number, we're going to start in the ones place. This is just the ones place. This is the same thing as 009, which means we have 0 hundreds, 0 tens, and 9 ones. So we'll just write that. We have 9 ones, 0 tens, and 0 hundreds. You don't have to write these zeros, that's why this is the same thing as just the number 9. And yeah, that's how you solve this kind of questions. Just remember which place is which. Now let's go on to number patterns. Let's do number 3. We have the numbers 390, 380, 370, and then 3 blanks. So we have to find the pattern here. So first let's subtract these two and see if there's a difference and if it's the same. This is to find out what we have to do to 390 to get to 380. So we have 0 minus 0, which is 0. 9 minus 8, which is 1. 3 minus 3 is 0. So that's just 10. Since we're going from big to small, we're subtracting 10. Taking away 10 to get to the next number. Now let's see if we have to do the same thing to 380 and 370. And if there's a pattern there. So let's do 380 minus 370. 0 minus 0 equals 0, 8 minus 7 equals 1, 3 minus 3 equals 0. So yes, 10. The difference between 380 and 370 is also 10. Since we're going smaller, we're subtracting instead of adding. So that's minus 10. Since we know that that's the pattern, we're going to do that to each number. Subtract 10, subtract 10, subtract 10. So basically, this means that if we were to do 390 minus 10, we go to 380. 380 minus 10, we get to 370. Then to get to the next number, we'll do 370 minus 10 to get this. So let's do that. Let me erase this on the side. 370 minus 10. And we're trying to find this number right here. So we're doing this. 370 minus 10, 0 minus 0 equals 0. Oops. 7 minus 1 equals 6. There's nothing under the 3, so we'll just bring it down. So the next number is 360. Now we're going to have to subtract 10, 360 minus 10 in order to find this number. So let's just subtract 10 from here, minus 10. 0 minus 0 equals 0, 6 minus 1 equals 5. Bring down the 3. The next number is 350. And then again here, we're going to have to do 350 minus 10 to find this number right here. Let's use a different color, purple. Now we're going to do this 350 minus 10. Oops. 0 minus 0 equals 0. 5 minus 1 equals 4. Bring down to 3. Our last number is 340. So basically, we're moving by tens. We're moving down 10. 390 minus 10 equals 380. Minus 10 equals 370. Minus 10 is 360. Minus 10 is 350. Minus 10 equals 340. If you notice here, the only number that's changing is the tens place. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Because we're subtracting 10 each time. And yeah, that's how you do these number patterns. Let's go into time. It says to write the time that is shown on the clock. So let's look at this right here. Remember, the long hand is the hours, and that's this part right here. This is the hours, and that's the shorthand, sorry. It's the shorthand, this is the hours. Let's highlight. This is the hours, and then the minutes is the long hand right here. These are the minutes. Okay, now let's erase this. Remember, the hours go by the numbers on the clock. So this is 12, 1, 2, 3, those are the hours. The minutes would be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Basically what we're doing is this number times 5 equals this number. 2 times 5 equals 10, 3 times 5 equals 15. It's the same thing as skip counting by 5s. 5 plus 5 equals 10, 10 plus 5 equals 15, 15 plus 5 equals 20, and so on. So first let's look at the hours. If you look here, oops, this is the hour hand right here, and it is pointing between 12 and 1, right here. Now it's a bit ambiguous because it's not pointing at 12 or 1, but remember, the minute hand is moving all the way across the clock in the time that the hour hand is moving from one number to another. During this time, the minute hand is going from here all the way around full circle. That means that the full hour hasn't been completed yet, so we're still at 12. Still at 12. So even if it's between two numbers, you're going to take the first number. That would be 12. And then let's look at the minute hand. It is pointing at 9, and in minutes, that would be 45 minutes. So the time that is shown on the clock is 12:45. Lastly, we'll go into word problems. Number 1, it says there are 30 butterflies in a park, 11 more fly in. If 19 butterflies fly away from the park, how many are left? So let's first add. You start with 30, and then more fly in to the park. So there's 11 more, so we're adding. 11 more fly in, so we're going to be adding. Let's add that. 0 plus 1 equals 1, 3 plus 1 equals 4. So that is 41. Now we're at 41. Let's move on to the next part of the question. It says, if 19 butterflies fly away, that means they're leaving. So we're going to have to subtract 19. Let's do that on the side here. I'm going to have to regroup. 11 minus 9 equals 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. This equals 22. 22 butterflies are left. And that's the answer. After 11 fly in, 19 fly out, we're left with 22 butterflies. And that's how you solve these questions. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and thank you.